kind of looks like an alien egg.
Yeah, it's like a little alien space pod kind of plant. Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
Super cool, man. All right, so Jack likes doing these unboxings. This is from Cooper Aquatics. Sent us a little package over here. We were talking to him. Sent him some stickers. He wanted to send us something. And we just did a shout out video, so it's going to be a while since we did it, so we didn't want to wait to do it because he said he'd send us some things that might possibly be alive, right?
Yes.
We want to have things waiting around that are alive.
Oh, yes.
This is Jack's little work desk over here. Of course, not doing any work over here because it's August. Lazy days of summer. This is Punchy Paints. Beautiful artwork calendar here. What a fantastic work of art. Jack uses that as his calendar. Of course, nothing scheduled for August except school's coming up at the end of the month.
Yeah.
So here's what we got here. He sent us some, what did he send us? Oh, wow, check it out. He sent us a lot of pond plants. Look at these. Now, why on earth, Jack, would we be getting pond plants?
Well, because we're going to do kind of like a pond thing.
Yeah, we're going to maybe be doing a pond. Look at all these awesome plants, man. Wow, super neat, huh? Look at all these cool guys. We're going to open these guys up and put them in some water.
Yeah, those are like almost like lily pads.
Yeah, it looks like all kind of cool stuff.
Gave us 2 shirts, too.
Oh, look at this. Dude. Gave us
yours?
some Cooper Aquatics shirts. We're going to have to send him some shirts too, huh? Look at these bad boys. Look at that. That's awesome. Got his little emblem on there. Oh, it's got it on the back too. Really cool. Hold it up, man. That's fantastic. Look at that. We're going to have to wear these maybe in our next video or our next shout-out video. That's super cool. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, man. I believe his name is Keith. So thanks a lot, Keith. That was super awesome. Now, here's the thing. This was kind of we were talking to him about this. Not a lot of people know about this yet, so a little spoiler. The old Ohio Fish Rescue did a big rescue recently where there was a gentleman that died, right? He had a huge barn full of tanks and all that kind of stuff, and his wife called Big Rich one over there, got like 100 fish tanks. And he said, hey, I know you guys have been working on a project. You want to make a pond. So why don't you come get some of these? So what we did is we got a couple of 40s and a few 30s here. And what we're going to do is we're going to do some stuff in here. This in-law suite isn't really being used because Mickey isn't coming back. He graduated, right?
Yeah.
He's going to college. And we thought, we don't really know if we want to get another student. He was really cool. Anyway, the siphon's sitting here because we were working on these tanks a little bit. That's an upcoming video you'll see. But anyway, over here, this whole area, we're going to join a bunch of those tanks together, most likely, and make some sort of an indoor pond in here, aren't we, kiddo?
Yeah.
So we're going to take that carpet out and use this big area, probably have a bunch of them sprawled together, hooked together. So we're going to get these guys in some water. We got a little tank over here, future project. Found this in the old garbage, didn't we, kiddo?
Yeah.
We did a little one of our little stories on this.
It's kind of crusty and old, so obviously we're going to clean it up and probably put those in there for now.
Basically, we just set it out in the rain and it rinsed itself off pretty good so far. But it came with a lid and a light and a heater and a filter, the whole 9 yards. Most likely, it's going to be the 4th tank for our 4th shelf here on our beta rack. And so, but before we get around to it, we're going to fill that with water. We're going to put these guys in there, set them over here where they're eventually going to be. Over here in this room, lots of sun, and set them up. So let's do that real quick. All right, guys, check out how awesome these are. I'll tell you what, most of these are still very green. They survived. Very cool. Aren't they really awesome looking, man?
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
You look underneath here. You got the roots and everything. We actually filled the whole aquarium with those. So we got a big Rubbermaid container over here. These are, not even sure what these are, water hyacinth or something like that. We're not really up on our pond plants. We never had a pond before.
No.
But we're excited to get one, and this is going to be a great start. Thank you so much, Cooper. This is a really, really great start. We're probably going to bring maybe 1 or 2 of those tanks out there in here because we're going to start working on them. Maybe we'll put them in here. Maybe we'll fill them up, start propagating these guys, and this will be a great start. We will put a link in the description and everything, of course. What a really, really nice thing. This gentleman is super, super awesome. Always complimentary, always wonderful comments. check out the link in the description. Check out his channel. He's got great aquariums and really, really great videos. Ultimately, when we get all this together, we're probably going to be tearing these apart, cleaning them, taking off the frame. Most of the frames on those are so old, kiddo, they're falling apart.
Yeah.
Now, we're not sure if we're going to reframe them all. We may actually do some of them without frames because they're not huge tanks. They might not even need frames, at least top frames. You might put bottom frames. But ultimately, our plan is to have some sort of a kind of a connection of all these tanks. And we do have that big, huge hexagon. I believe it's a 50 or 60 gallon that we found in the wintertime buried in the snow on someone's front lawn.
It's made of acrylic, right?
It's an acrylic one. We thought that we might use that like as a hub in the middle. And since it has 6 sides, each one of these would branch off. The island in the middle would be the area where the turtles would be able to come up. Of course, we have a fan and lights. We'd be able to branch some of these down, put a UV light, put a heat lamp. So anyway, that's the plan. This is definitely going to be a huge project that we're going to be working on here this fall. And it's going to be awesome. We're going to have plants added in here, so this whole half of the room. And this is kind of like, even though it's like a kitchen, because the gentleman who lived here before us turned this into an in-law suite for his parents because they were older and they had to live with him. They needed his help. You use it as your office, your desk.
Yeah, when homeschooling that, but I don't really need it anymore, but yeah.
And for homework and stuff. Yeah. And so you've got this wonderful rack here. These 3 tanks doing awesome. We got another one on the way. That's all going to be awesome. So we're going to have more plants, a pond, everything. This whole entire room is basically going to be a little aquarium room / Jack's homework room. Pretty cool, huh? I didn't have a homework room like this when I was a kid. So you're gonna have a really awesome, peaceful area over here. So thank you so much,
Thanks.
Mr. Cooper. Super, super awesome. We really appreciate it. This is going to give us a great start to our whole pond project, and these are really neat, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we are definitely going to send you some Jack and Dan t-shirts. So we're going to be reaching out to you, and we're going to send some Jack and Dan t-shirts for you and your family.
Yeah.
Thanks so much. Everybody have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Lace, what is that? What's in there? Are those little alien pods in there? Huh? They smell good? Are you excited about having a pond over here? Huh? Are you excited about that? Are you excited about the plants? And the big pond that there's going to be? Excited to be able to see the turtles and the fish? It's going to be on the floor, so you'll be able to see it. Isn't that exciting?